Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn here, and today we are doing a reaction and review for Sign of Affection, Episode 1, and as always with the very first episode, I like to talk about how much I know going into a show, or if I don't know anything at all, and it's usually that I don't know anything about the show. However, this show is different because I actually read 2 volumes of the manga, and I pretty much vaguely know what the plot is. You have Yuki, who is deaf and a little bit sheltered, and then you have Itsuomi, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce their name because I haven't heard it before, who travels around, the man who travels around a lot, and he's a bit more worldly, and their worlds collide, and it's a sweet romance slow burn type of situation. And I will say, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to animeify this, if that makes sense, because when I read the manga, and maybe I just didn't get far enough because like I said, I only had 2 volumes, it read to me as little vignettes of Yuki's day with this guy. Beastars has the festival plotline, or the play. Kaguya-sama has a sports festival, I'm pretty sure, in one of the seasons. It's not that this is required necessarily, but a lot of romance anime will have an actual outside force conflict, or not even a conflict, just something's going on, something to do, and this wasn't really that something was going on. It just felt like 2 characters hanging out together, at least for the 2 volumes that I read it. So I wonder, maybe in the future they do more with the school stuff to bring them together, but yeah, it was more like they meet and then they hang out, and that was sort of it. Like, they hang out on their own accord. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just haven't watched anything like that in a while, where there's not some sort of outside pressure as well. And not to say that that's necessarily required, but that sort of thing gives the characters other things to do other than each other, whereas I felt when I read the manga, that was all there was her hanging out with this guy that she just met and everything. That there wasn't any like, oh, but also I'm on the planning committee for this and we have to organize that. There wasn't really outside of each other, their day-to-day life as much. But yeah, despite not knowing how they're going to handle that, or I guess make it more, not streamlined isn't the right word, but I guess more interesting, because the characters don't feel like they have a lot of agency when in the first 2 volumes that I read of it anyway. But yeah, otherwise, I'm really excited for this. I think that the representation is really important. I'm not part of this specific group. Like, I am not deaf myself, but as somebody who has, you know, physical and neurological disabilities, I really appreciate having representation like this, even though it's not my rep personally. I don't know, like, I always feel seen by stuff like this. And that's how I feel about a lot of different media that's in a similar vein, where it's like, oh, well, this isn't my particular disability, but I feel like a win for one of us is a win for all of us, and I sort of feel seen by that as well. Even though it's not me, the struggles that the character goes through tend to be very similar. Like, for example, Fox Alistair in Ruby, he's blind, and he talks about in the book how his parents treated him and his community treats him as weaker or lesser because he's blind, and that's something that I can relate to, even though it's not because of blindness. Like, for me, it's something different, but I still relate to that and am moved by that, so I'm just really excited for the show, and let's just get into it. All right, everyone, 3, 2, 1, press and play. I remember the snow. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this already. Like, just, oh my god, it's just giving me the feelings already. Like, does love come quietly when you don't realize it? I don't know. And she's so cute. Like, just her pink hair. I mean, I knew that she had pink hair before, obviously, because I saw the cover of the manga, but like, it's so bright in an otherwise normal looking sort of, like, all the other characters are normal because this is in reality, not in a fantasy, so it just makes her stand out. I think it's just cute. I have pink hair too, obviously. I grabbed the wrong side! Don't come for me, chat. But yeah, this is more of a chill vibe getting started. I don't recognize some of these people. I know the guy, not sure about the person with the ponytail. Oh, well, I know she has a friend. That's what I forgot about. There seems to be some sort of love triangle going on where, like, she has a friend that, like, a childhood friend that I think has a crush on her. That's her best friend, though. That's, like, her girlfriend. This is the guy, but then there's another guy, so I remember all that. Oh! This is very well animated, too. Like, it has that cozy, like, sort of vibe. Yeah, I'm not sure who this person is. I don't think I got far enough to know. But yeah, I do like them. Like, they have a little height difference going on. Ah, It's so cool to see them sign in motion, right? Because you have it in the manga, they have arrows and stuff to tell you how it's happening, if that makes sense. And so I just think it's so cool because it's not, the last time I remember seeing a character use sign language was the Little Mermaid animated show. And that's the last time that I remember. I feel bad for her childhood friend though. I know that somebody always misses out, like, you know what I mean? In a love triangle, somebody always gets screwed over, but I liked her childhood friend. I thought that he was nice. So I'm not sure which one. I know he also has not a girlfriend, but like some friend he has a complicated thing with, like the main guy. And I think at some point, also, I'm sorry if I'm like spoiling things. Maybe I should stop. But yeah, there was something with like another girl anyway. But I thought it was important to sort of get across like what I know and what I don't know. Because if you guys are like, this was in the manga and I don't know it, that will be, you know, that will be why. But yeah, I don't remember how any of those things ended. I hope mentioning them isn't that big of a deal. Like the fact that the silver-haired guy, there's some complicated relationship with another girl, and at some point she's like, is that his girlfriend? Like, is that his girlfriend? But, you know, I never found out. Yeah, so this is just her. Yeah. I mean, average, like, I'm just a normal girl with a normal life, I guess, sort of vibe. I like how they're illustrating, like, the sound or, like, the lack of sound. I think that that's, like, I think that that's really cool. I like his little noises. I may fall in love with him too. Yeah, see, so they do mention college clubs, so maybe it will come back in some capacity, like an outside conflict, like I was trying to talk about at the beginning. That was so cute. I think it's interesting how they're not subtitling what she's saying to us as the audience, probably because if he doesn't understand, then we also don't understand, that sort of vibe. Whereas in the manga, they tell us, but I mean, it may tell us afterwards, after she's done it. Yeah, okay, I think that that's interesting, like that change, right? He's so, like, that's just what, I don't want to say bothered me, but, like, I was like, he's so blunt, like, when he talks sometimes. Like, or not, like, I don't know, like, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I think it's different as he's actually saying it, because he has a more gentle tone. He doesn't sound as, like, in my head. I was like, I don't know. Like, his tone in the manga, I thought he was being a dick, but, like, now he sounds, you know. See, in the manga, though, they say that, like, talking slower doesn't actually help with the lip reading, so it's kind of too bad she doesn't mention that, but. What is this Pokemon music coming out of the train speakers? Like, it's so, like, jaunty. We're going on a fantasy adventure. But yeah, I like how it, like, she's saying what she thinks that he's saying, like, in terms of the lip reading and stuff. That's pretty cool. She's just so cute. It were her heart. Yeah, I love this. Like, it's so, I don't know, like, it's just so feel-good cheesy. Like, I don't know, not even cheesy, but just, like, so romantic. establishing about her character, just in terms of background things, like the fish, like that she has pets that she takes care of, that she's very well organized, like she has a little tree with her jewelry and stuff. I don't think that, I can't remember having read that, so I think those are just like the little background things that were just there in her room, like those were, you know, character establishing shots, or just stuff about her, right? This is her friend, right? I think? I can't remember. She's just so cute. Like, I don't know, I just love her so much. She's just so lovable. With her cute little face and like the skip in her step, like she is so cute. Oh man. But yeah, also they're in college, which is a nice change of pace because, like, you don't really see college anime a lot. I want to ask you something? Oh, okay. Damn, she just has a picture, just some picture of him on her phone. Oh, yeah, see, now they're establishing his traveling sort of thing. Itsuomi, okay. Yeah, I know, I love her too. And it seems like she doesn't know how to sign, but I still like that, like, she's not just relying on the text, that she's actually still gesturing to her, like her friend, I mean. Like doing the little heart. Oh, yes, I remember this. They just show up to his work, but... I was like, what I was really thinking when I read the manga was like, too bad she's not gay. I don't know, she gives such gay best friend energy, but she's not gay. I think that the boss is a man. But I like them, like this is like a nice little, like we both have crushes, and so now, you know, if we do it together, it'll be easier. Like I like that, I think that's very wholesome. I like how they do like the different animation too, like the more cartoony compared to the more, I don't know, serious, if you want to call it that. Like those little chibi moments are really cute. Yeah, she's so serious. Oh, I love this. Like now we're actually going on a quest. And the little honeycombs. Quest! I love that! See, and again, the calendar tells us something about her too. Like, she's organized and she's also counting down the days. I don't remember her mom being in the manga. That doesn't mean she wasn't, I just don't remember. Rockin' Robin. Okay. I just love seeing, like, their little communication, like, through the eyes. It's cute. Oh. I think that's the cousin, right? Oh, no, it is him. His hair looks different. Oh, I love that line. Like, that's such a good, it just gives me the feelings every time. Ooh, I like this little card. Oh my God. The cop drama. Oh my goodness. There is like no one here at this bar. Are they okay? Like, you know what I mean? Is this bar cafe situation, are they she was gay. And then she was not gay, but anyway. I wonder, he has like a tattoo. Oh. Yeah, like what's going on with the thing on his ring finger? I don't know if they just wanted to make him cool or something, but yeah, like, or do you not, like in the book, in the manga, I read that so harshly, like, I guess I was too hard on him. I thought he was saying, like, can you do this or not? Like, you know, like that, but he sounds so nice. Okay, so like, he does have, I was wrong, I misjudged this man. That's kind of the reason why I stopped reading it, was I was like, he has such an abrasive attitude, but I guess it just didn't translate well, you know, because he has a gentle voice. I thought it was like, can you not do that? Like Bakugo, you know? Oh, okay. Oh. I like the little, like, board. I love how they're clapping for him, like... I mean, obviously that's impressive. Like, yeah, like he's like, I speak 6 languages, right? Oh, she's so cute! Oh, okay, so there are other people. Other people do exist. There's a lot of, English is what I was gonna say. Yeah, like French or something. But yeah, like, I like this as part of the, like, I don't know, just part of the thing. Like, it's not about her disability, even. It's just that he has more experience and he's seen more of the world and she wants that too. Like a Rapunzel from Tangled situation, you know? I kind of like that. Like, she is Disney princess to me. I think she's paying. Oh, okay. No, never mind. They were exchanging. We can pay with our phones now here, so. Like, with somebody else's phone, tapping your phone, if that makes sense. Like, Apple Pay. Yeah, we need details, bestie. Oh, she feels left out. But yeah, I think the silence contrasted to when we do hear people talk is super, like, I don't know if it's sound design per se, but like, I just think that this is so, like, how they're portraying it is so cool. You guys failed your mission, bestie! Like, you know, like, you didn't get the contact info! Oh, see, so she has both of them. Oh! I love this. Guys, this just makes me so happy. I don't know, like, obviously this is a different sort of reaction compared to our usual, you know, anime fight scene, death and destruction reaction, but I'm having a good time. Like, I don't know, I'm just happy. Like, it's a little nice little rom-com and it's so, like, romantic. I don't know, I'm vibing here. I hope you guys are also vibing too. Oh, boy. careful, man. I mean, that guy was going way too fast, but yeah, like, now his protectiveness, like, seems a lot more sweet. Like, in the manga, like I said, I read him, I did him dirty. I read him as a lot of a more, like, an abrasive type of person, just because of how it was translated, right? But, like, and so when he did that, I was like, oh, they're making this, like, possessive, you know, character type. I don't like that. But he's actually very sweet. Like, he's very, soft-spoken. And so I think that, like, it's actually subverting, like, oh, like, the male leading man, you know? Oh. This was such a nice, like, this really does a good job of establishing everything, though. Oh, we're not done. I thought we were finished. Oh. Oh. See, so she worked up the courage eventually. All the music coming in the back. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, I'm so happy because, like, I kind of have the best of both worlds where I'm like, I was there, I remember this in the manga, but then also I stopped at a certain point, and so by next episode I think there'll be, like, new stuff for me, and so I'm really excited. And I just love, like, again, like I said, how they animate her, like, to be more chibi sometimes and then be more, like, serious, I guess, or just a more realistic art style. I think that that's really nice as well. But yeah, I guess this is when they are parting ways. Oh. Ah. Oh, so he's the one? Do you think the world is a big place? Or is that her? It's hard to tell just because, yeah, it's huge. Okay, yeah, that's his reply. So she was the one sending the message. And then it's like, well, why would he choose me compared to all these other, like, foreign girls or more travel or, you know, more worldly? But I love that. I love how he's like, let me in yours. I love this guy. Like, I did a whole 180 on this guy. I'm like, okay, this is actually, like, he said that in, like, such a romantic way. Oh? Oh, and she's so cute! And see, like, this is what he falls for. Like, how can you not? Like, she's so cute and excitable. Like, how can you not love her? And, like, he didn't smile like that until right now. Like, throughout the whole episode, that's the first time he smiled like that. So I think that's really sweet. Like, on his end, too. Because that was the other thing that I was like, I don't know how into her he is. Like, it seems like very one-sided. I feel like in the anime, it's definitely more two-sided. Or again, maybe, I mean, I bought the manga officially, so the translation was the official translation, but you just get the sense. Yeah, I like him, though. I do like the friend. I mean, I know she's probably gonna end up with the silver-haired guy, but still, like... Yeah, who's this? Okay, his friend? I do not remember the hairdresser. Oh. Oh, I love that. That was so, oh, I love how that ended. That was so wholesome. That was so fun. Oh my God, I can't wait wait for next week now. I'm super excited. Or I guess it's not next week, it's like tomorrow. Because I watched this super late compared to when it actually came out, because I wasn't free on Saturday. But yeah, this was really, really good. I feel like, again, like I already said, oh, we have OP time. Okay, hold on. But like, still, like, I feel like that in the manga, I really did get the wrong impression of the silver-haired guy. Because or not is a very, like, that's a loaded statement, you know what I mean? So I guess to me, it just seemed rude, right? But now actually Sandy seemed a little bit like an asshole, and so now seeing him here, like, he's so much sweeter and, like, a gentler personality, right? But yeah, I mean, I always loved Yuki. I thought that she was so cute from the very beginning, so she's only cuter here. Like, she, you know, she can't get any cuter, but she still gets cuter, right? So she's, you know, she's still cute. She was always cute. But, right, the guy, my opinion on the guy has totally changed, because I was reading his dialogue with a lot more, not bad intention, but just like gruff intention, like, like, you know, like Bakugo sort of thing again. Oh, who is that? Is that her? Did she dye her hair? Wait a minute. Because it seemed like somebody with her eye color. I mean, I guess it would make sense if her hair is not natural, because it is pink, but I thought it was just like anime. But yeah, it seems like it's being received very well. There's somebody in the comments who says, as a deaf person myself, I am 100% sure I will love this as much as a silent voice. There's a lot of good comment, like wholesome, good comments. I do hope that they start to caption some of the sign language, because that was the only thing that was sort of different, is that in the manga, they explain what she's saying, but I think it also makes sense, though, in this perspective as well, just because the idea is that if the silver-haired guy, Itsuomi, he doesn't understand, then we as the audience don't understand. It's like when characters are talking in another language on TV sometimes, like if they're talking, say, I see this a lot in American shows, if characters are talking in Spanish, the Spanish isn't translated because it wasn't written with the intention to actually be understood. Or sometimes with Italian, like sometimes you get characters in a show, I don't know, like the Golden Girls, I think they speak Italian sometimes or something, and there is no translation of that Italian in the captions, because the idea is that the audience is not supposed to be able to know what's being said, because the characters also don't know what's being said. So it kind of feels like that sort of situation so far. I do hope that they do that, though, for our benefit sometimes, just because I thought that it was a good idea in the manga to explain those things. At the same time, though, it's pretty understandable, like when she makes the heart with like her whole body, like that's understandable. I don't think that's necessarily a sign. I think that was a hand gesture. I don't think that was sign language doing the big heart, but still, with some of the other things in the manga, when she does sign, like, I don't know, the thanks or something, whatever it was on the train, she says something on the train to him, and there was a little note beside it, and so that's the only thing that I hope maybe we'll get more translations for the sign language. But yeah, I really like how they depicted everything in terms of how she communicates with her friend. Like, it's a mixture of text messages, but also reading lips, and then also not necessarily sign language, but gesturing. I guess I should say gesturing instead of charade. Charade is not the right word, but gesturing. Like when her and her friend are talking at the college, they did that a little bit. I like the scene with the whiteboard. I think that was also in the manga. But yeah, so this is what I mean, though, because this was a good episode to establish everyone's character and establish where everyone's been. But I do wonder, again, for a week-to-week type of situation, how they're going to establish an external drive to the plot. Because I know, obviously, this is a romance anime, so the focus is the characters. The characters are the driving force for the story, and I don't mind that. I like that. Like, I prefer when the characters are the focus compared to some, you know, external evil big bad character. I just wonder, in terms of a week-to-week plot, how they're going to keep things interesting. There's something to say about how we want our stories to be grounded in reality, but also something that we were taught at school a lot in terms of, I went to musical theater school, if you guys don't know, so something our acting teacher always told us is that people want stories that are grounded in an emotional reality, but real life is also boring, and you would not come to a theater to watch somebody's real life, right? And so that's the thing about the manga, is that I remember reading the manga, I was like, oh, they're just hanging out. Like, they're just hanging out. I guess it's about stakes, is what I'm thinking. Because will they, won't they, as stakes only gets you so far. There can also be, for example, if we're having this cultural festival and Yuki doesn't really know a lot about, like, you know, other places or the world or whatever, like stuff like that. The stakes are really low. My assessment may be based over 2 episodes where they were trying to do some character building and establishing relationships, and then after that, because I didn't read past volume 2, maybe after that there's a bit more stakes going on in terms of the world than compared to each other. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys had fun. Thank you for attending Calxyn's Royal Court. If you want early access, you can check out the Patreon. The reason why I didn't mention that before is just because the early access is going to be maybe a day or 2 earlier. It's not going to be crazy or anything, but the option is there if you want to support me, support more videos like this, and I will see you later. Bye!